This is the story of the Great Dodge Chronicles, Chapter 1, The Lord of the Locked Gate. It was a Tuesday afternoon at 2:07 p.m., a perfectly harmless, perfectly quiet afternoon that most people would have spent doing perfectly normal things, but normalcy was a luxury long gone in this man's world. He turned his home into a self-imposed panic bunker, a place where the windows stayed half covered, the curtains drawn just enough to peek through, but never enough to let anyone peek back. He called it privacy. Everyone else called it paranoia. And there it was, the gate, not just a gate. Oh no, this was the gate. A towering metal monstrosity with a lock that clanked so loud you could hear it 2 blocks away. It was his moat, his fortress, his protective barrier against the outside world. He probably woke up every morning gazing at it lovingly and whispered, "You are the only one I can trust." He truly believed that just as long as he stayed behind that gate, nobody could touch him, not even reality itself. But paranoia has a funny way of whispering things in your brain. A shadow moves in the yard. Definitely someone casing the place. A breeze hits the mailbox. Clearly a sign that they have arrived. So when a faint shape flickered past his driveway, his heart did a full Olympic gymnastic routine. He dropped his coffee mid-sip, muttering, "Not today, not today," as he crept towards the blinds like some awkward raccoon. One tiny flick of the curtains was all it took, and there it was. The nightmare made flesh. A man in khakis holding a clipboard, calm, casual, standing too comfortably for someone just visiting. That clipboard might as well have been a sword, because in his mind it had come to slay him. And then it happened, the knock. Oh, that dreaded knock. Soft enough to be polite, firm enough to carry weight. It wasn't the friendly, "Hey, can I borrow some sugar?" knock. No, it wasn't the UPS driver's package delivered knock. No, this was the knock with authority. A knock that whispered, "I have business with you. You don't want to deal with it. And for the love of the Lord of the Locked Gate," it was the soundtrack of his nightmares. Knock, knock, knock. He froze like a deer, staring down the headlights, every muscle locking up. His brain scrambled to process. What do I do? Hide? Pretend I'm dead? Maybe crawl under the bed and stay there until forever? The calm voice came next, cutting through the silence like a blade. "Hello, sir. I just have some papers for you. It'll only take a minute." And that's when the panic swallowed him whole. Papers, papers! He didn't even know what kind. It could be anything. A lawsuit, a summons, a reminder of everything he'd been dodging. In his mind, papers were toxic. They carried consequences, accountability, the very thing he'd spent months, maybe years running from. His breathing got shallow, his vision tunneled, and he dropped into a crouch behind the couch like a child who thinks the monster can't see you if you just stay low enough. "Sir, I know you're home," the voice called again, still maddeningly calm. Your lights are on and your TV is playing Wheel of Fortune. I can even see your dog staring at me through the window." He whipped his head towards the TV, the sound of Vanna White revealing a letter filling the room like a death knell. His survival instincts kicked in with one desperate lunge. He grabbed the remote and slammed the power button, plunging the room into darkness. No sound, no movement, just silence. Don't breathe, don't move. If you're quiet, you'll think he's at the wrong house. Yeah, that's it. Wrong house. Just a mix-up. He'll leave. They always leave. Stay calm. Stay calm. But the calm was a foreign concept now. His palms were sweaty, his heart beat so loud he swore the man outside could hear it. He stared at the floor like it would open up and just swallow him. "Sir," came the voice again, still calm, still patient. This won't take long. Just open the gate." Oh, that word gate, his sacred gate. The only reason he felt safe, and yet now hearing someone call it out felt invasive, like they'd violated his last line of defense. His brain went into overdrive. No way. If I open it, it's over. The gate is the only thing standing between me and doom. The gate is life. The gate is... The sound interrupted the spiral. The man outside shuffled his papers, took a step back, a deep sigh, then silence. And slowly, he heard the retreat. Footsteps fading away down the driveway. The faint start of a car engine, then nothing. He sat there in the darkness for what felt like an eternity before finally daring to breathe. He literally crawled back to the blinds, one finger hooking them open just enough for a peek. The driveway was empty. The street was clear. Gone. He let out a sigh so exaggerated it would have made a soap opera star proud. Ha! He whispered to himself, voice shaky but triumphant. Outsmarted him. Outsmarted them all. Still undefeated. They can't get me. Not me. Not here. And for the briefest moment, he felt powerful, safe, like the gate had won. But even as he straightened his shirt and tried to calm his nerves, he couldn't shake one lingering thought. He'd have to leave eventually. Nobody could live in a fortress forever. He needed milk, bread, maybe a few snacks, and there was only one place to get them. The flea market. Chapter 2. The Flea Market Phantom. The next day, our brave lord of the locked gate had convinced himself the coast was clear. After all, the mysterious clipboard man had retreated. Surely he wouldn't come back so soon. Surely the danger had passed. Surely. There was another problem. Snacks. The pantry was running low. The fridge was barren wasteland of expired condiments, and the last box of crackers had been sacrificed to yesterday's anxiety. Eventually, even the most paranoid fortress dweller has to venture into the void. So naturally, he chose the flea market. Because if you're going to dodge reality, why not do it in a place filled with literal junk? A place where everyone minds their own business while bartering for $1 VHS tapes and questionably sourced power tools. In his mind, the flea market, it was neutral ground. No one would dare find him there. No one would connect a man digging through a pile of mismatched socks to anything as serious as legal trouble. It was the perfect hiding place. He stepped onto the cracked pavement of Webster West Side Flea Market like a spy entering enemy territory. His eyes darted left, then right. Just vendors, just people selling old vinyl records and boxes of knockoff perfume. Safe, he thought. He even started to relax. He had browsed the tables of dusty knickknacks with the casual air of someone who believed he had outsmarted the system. He picked up a DVD labeled Fast and Furious 7.5, the bootleg edition. And he chuckled to himself. Oh, yeah. Nobody's going to find me here. I'm in the clear. Can't outwit me. Excuse me, a polite voice said behind him. He froze. A hand tightened around the bootleg DVD case. His hands widened. His pulse skipped like a scratch record. Slowly, too slowly, he turned his head, and there it was, the man in khakis, clipboard in hand, the same calm expression. Are you... The server began. Oh, no, not here, not now. How did he find me? How? What was he tracking me? Did he bug my car? Is this man some kind of, here to browse, sir? The vendor interrupted. The man with the clipboard blinked. He looked directly at him. Yes, the process server said evenly. I'm here for you. The world stopped. He dropped that DVD. It clattered to the ground with an echo that felt like a death sentence. His eyes darted to the left, then to the right. There was the path. He could still make it. Think fast. Think. Jason Bourne wouldn't stand there like an idiot. He'd move. He'd act. Sir, I just need you to sign this acknowledgement of service. It'll take 10 seconds. No! He barked, in his voice cracking like a teenager in a choir practice. Then it happened. He bolted. Not a jog, not a casual brisk walk, a full-blown adrenaline-fueled sprint through the flea market aisles, past the churro stand, past a confused old man selling antique hammers, past a kid clutching a snow cone who turned to his mom and asked, Mommy, is that man in trouble? Vendors shouted after him as he dodged tables stacked with mismatched shoes. Hey, watch it. You almost knocked over the lamp collection. Sir, please, just the process server was calling, jogging behind him, but the man didn't hear. He was in a tunnel of pure fight or flight, and he chose flight. Within seconds, he was fumbling with his car keys, tripping over himself like a raccoon trying to open a trash can lid. He yanked open the door, slammed it shut, jammed the keys into the ignition with one dramatic roar. Vroom. The tires squealed, dust billowed, a bag of someone's kettle corn went flying, and his USV tore through the flea market parking lot like a low-budget Fast and Furious sequel nobody asked for. And just like that, he was gone. Process server stood there, blinking through the cloud of gravel dust, holding the same clipboard with the same calm patience. All right, then. I'll see you next time. Meanwhile, inside the SUV, our flea market fugitive gripping the steering wheel like it was the only thing keeping him alive. His breathing was shallow. His eyes darted to the rearview mirror. Every 3 seconds, he half expected the clipboard man to appear in the back seat like a horror movie villain. Okay, I got away. I'm fine. If he can't catch me, if he can find me, right? Flea market, never again, never. Safe at home, safe as home. The gate will protect me. Yes. Back to the gate. He pulled into the driveway, slammed the SUV into park, and scurried inside like a paranoid squirrel. He locked the door, checked it twice, and leaned his back against it, sliding down into a nervous heap. Safe. For now. But even as he sat there, heart still racing, one thought crept in like a spider you can't unsee. What happens the next time they knock? And he knew deep down that he'd have to face that door eventually. It would come for him. You guys want some more chapters? Did I get your whistles wet yet? Did I get your whistles yet? I know that I've got more chapters here. Okay. Here comes chapter 3. Sir slams a lot and the door of doom. The Midwest has its own brand of stillness. A quiet, kind of quiet that's almost too quiet. Cornfields stretching for miles. Streets so calm you can hear a leaf hit the ground. In the middle of it all sat a beige 2-story house with fading siding and a cracked driveway. From the outside it looked harmless, boring even, but inside lived a man vibrating with dread. Let's call him Sir Slams-a-Lot. Well, Sir Slams-a-Lot was a man with a plan, not a good plan, but a plan nonetheless. His genius strategy, deny everything, all of it, pretend to be literally anyone but himself. In his mind, he'd already rehearsed it 100 times. They knock, they ask for me, I just say, nope, I don't know him. Easy, done, they'll go away. At least that's what he told himself as he shuffled through his morning routine in sweatpants that hadn't seen a wash cycle in weeks. He poured cereal with trembling hands, convincing himself that the threat wasn't real. They won't find me here, he muttered. This is Wisconsin. Nobody comes all the way here. Too far, too boring. But of course, the universe has a sense of humor. Knock, knock, knock. The spoon froze halfway to his mouth. His heart dropped straight to his shoes. He held his breath, waited. Maybe it was just a neighbor. Maybe Amazon. Maybe. Knock, knock, knock. Louder this time. Firm, purposeful. His brain exploded into frantic inner monologue. No, not today, not here. Maybe if I just don't answer. Maybe they'll leave. Yeah, just sit still. They can't know I'm here. From the front porch came a voice, calm, professional, too professional. Hello, I'm looking for a David. Sir Slams-a-Lot. Nearly choked on his cereal. He bolted upright and crept towards the front door on his toes like a burglar in his own house. Peeking through the curtain, he saw the nightmare. A man in neat clothes holding a clipboard. The clipboard. It's always the clipboard. Sir, the voice called again, polite as ever. I just need to confirm if this is the residence of Sir Slams-a-Lot. Didn't let him finish. He threw on his best Midwest nice guy mask and cracked the door just an inch, just enough to stick his head out. Hey there, he said, his voice shaking. Can I help you? Yes. The man replied, holding up the papers. I'm looking for a David. Oh, no. Sir Slamsalot cut him off, shaking his head so fast it looked like he was trying to launch into orbit. No David here. No, wrong house. Sorry. The man paused. Are you sure this is the address on file? Yeah. Sir Slamsalot said with forced and nervous laugh. It happens all the time. GPS messes up out here. You know, I'm Kyle. I'm Kyle Henderson. Yep, just your average Midwest Kyle. No David's here. The man raised an eyebrow, glancing past him into the house. Really? Because there's mail sticking out of your box addressed to David Titian. Oh, that. Sir Slamsalot practically shouted, his voice hitting a pitch only dogs could hear. That's junk mail. Yeah, junk mail. People send all kinds of random stuff here. Totally not for me. I just toss it. The process server tilted his head, clearly unconvinced. So you're saying you don't know this David Titian? Never heard of him. Sir Slamsalot interrupted again, voice quivering like a leaf in the wind. Who's that weird dame? Sounds made up. Probably some scammer, right? Anyway, I'm just house sitting, for a friend who's also not David. Definitely not David. The server stared at him long, silent, letting the awkwardness marinate like sweaty balls or like raw chicken. Right, the man finally said, and his tone flat. Well, I'll be back. That was it. 4 words. 4 words that sent an icy shiver down Sir Slamsalot's spine. He's coming back. He doesn't believe me. He knows. He knows. In a panic, he slammed the door hard. So hard the walls shook. He locked it, deadbolt, chain, everything, and he stood there, forehead pressed against the wood, whispering to himself like a man on the edge. Okay, you did fine. You told him you're Kyle. You're Kyle now. Kyle Henderson. He believed you. He probably believed you. Right? Oh, God, he's coming back. He's definitely coming back. He peeked out the window in time to see the process server walking calmly back to his car, jotting something down on the clipboard. The car pulled away, gone. But not really. Because now Sir Slamsalot knew the truth. This wasn't over. They had come again with more questions, more papers, more knocks. And what would he do then? Slam again? Change his name again? Move? Fake a new accent? The anxiety bubbled up. He thought about calling somebody he knew would know what to do. Maybe the guy from Florida with the lock gate. Maybe the guy from the flea market who outran his SUV like Vin Diesel on sale. Yes, he needed a network, a community of evaders. Someone had to have the perfect excuse because next time the knock would be louder, and denial can only carry you so far. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Processor did not have a Burger King Whopper. No, you say? And now we continue on with Chapter 4, Super Delay, the live stream legend of untouchability. In the dimly lit corners of the Midwest, tucked inside a cluttered man cave full of dusty memorabilia and questionable life choices, sat Super Delay. Why the name? Because if there was one thing he excelled at, it was delaying reality, delaying answers, delaying accountability, delaying the inevitable with the precision of a man who's convinced that if you stall long enough, the universe just gives up. And right now, Super Delay was in his natural habitat, live on the internet, basking in the glow of his self-made echo chamber. His background was half-hearted attempt at patriotism, a regal flag, a "Don't Tread on Me" sticker peeling off the wall, and a desk cluttered with energy drinks, empty chip bags, and a webcam that made his face look even sweatier than it already was. Let me tell you something, people, he declared, leaning so close to the camera, you could count every pore on his nose. They've been trying to thwart me for months, but guess what? Super Delay stays undefeated. They can't touch me. I'm untouchable, baby. The chat lit up like a slot machine. Delay Nation fans. Super Delay. Delay for life. They'll never win. Keyboard Lawyer 23. Bro, that's not how it works. But Super Delay didn't care about the doubters. No, he fed on the praise, rolling back his chair with a smug grin plastered across his sweaty face. They think they're smart, huh? Showing up to my place. I didn't answer. Simple, easy done. They can't make me open a door. You hear that? They need me to cooperate. Without me, they're powerless. That's how I win. I just don't play. He laughed a loud, forced laugh that sounded a little too high-pitched, a little too hollow. And you know what? I'll say it right here, right now. They're wasting their time. They can't throw what they can't catch. I'm like a ghost with Wi-Fi. You can't pin down a Super Delay. The chat flooded with emotions and emojis and cheering. Delay domination. Legend. Fangirl 87. Oh my God, you're the best. Actually smart. Man, you're writing your own downfall live, man. But Super Delay was in full performance now. He grabbed an energy drink, slammed it on the desk for dramatic effect, and leaned even closer. Listen, he said, his voice dripping with overconfidence. These so-called process servers are lazy. They knock once, maybe twice, and poof, they give up. That's it. They're always chasing me. Why? Because I'm Super Delay. I'm one step ahead of their little game, always. And then it happened. Knock, knock, knock. It was faint at first, so faint that even Super Delay brushed it off, but then it came again, louder, harder, firmer. Knock, knock, knock. He froze mid-rant. His smile faltered. His eyes darted off screen. The chat noticed it instantly. Delay fanned forever. Bro, what was that? Drama Seeker 33. Is someone at your door? LMAO. Real Talk 99. This is it, guys. Super Delay. He swallowed hard, trying to keep the fake bravado alive. Oh, nah, nothing, nah. Just the wind. Yeah, Midwest weather. You know, wild out here. But the knock came again, deliberate, unhurried. Then the calm, professional voice. Good evening. I just need a quick moment with you. Super Delay blinked. His soul left his body for a second. No, not now. Not while I'm live. They can't. No. Oh my God. They know. He muted the mic and bolted from his chair, half tripping over the cords on the floor. The chat went insane. OMG. Bro, don't answer. Actually, smart, you're cooked. He tiptoed to the door, every step stiff with dread. Slowly, he cracked it open. And there he was, clipboard man, calm as ever, same patient smile. Are you the man began? Nope, Super Delay blurted before the name could even be said. Excuse me, the server asked, as raising an eyebrow. And I said, nope, wrong guy. Don't know him. Never heard of him. You got the wrong house. The man peered past him. Sir, this is the right house. It's on file. Nope. Super Delay rambled, his voice trembling. I'm Steve Henderson. Definitely not who you're looking for. Try the next house or the next town or state. Yeah, try Ohio. The man just stared at him for a long, painful beat. Right, he said finally. I'll wait. Super Delay slammed the door so hard it rattled his entire setup. Back at the desk, he muted. The muted live stream was still rolling. Chat was going feral. Drama Seeker 33. Yo, he slammed the door. Delay fan forever. Steve Henderson, LMAO. Real Talk 99. He's cooked, fully cooked. He slumped back in his chair, trying to compose himself. Unmuted the mic, forced a smile so shaky it looked like it might crack his face in half. False alarm chat. Just Girl Scouts. Yeah, selling cookies. Totally fine. Anywhere. Where was I? Oh, yeah, they can't get me. Untouchable. Completely untouchable. And right on cue. Knock, knock, knock. The grin shattered, and for the first time in Super Delay's live streaming career, he had nothing left to say, as he didn't realize he had never been on mute the whole time. And we have an epilogue to this. Want to hear the epilogue? Thumbs up. One's in the chat if you want to hear the epilogue. One's up in the chat if you want to hear the epilogue. Yes. Tell me. Yes. Let's get some ones in the chat for the conclusion of this wonderful, totally satirical story. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling the love. I feel so excited, and I just can't hide it. All right. Epilogue. The envelope always wins. It was billed as the Untouchable Summit, a live stream special so self-important you'd think they were broadcasting from an underground resistance bunker. At the top of the screen was the Fleas, the self-anointed queen of denial, sitting in her garage studio surrounded by plastic storage bins and a haze of cigarette smoke curling towards the ceiling. She leaned into her mic with that grating confidence only someone deeply wrong could summon. Welcome, everyone, she crooned, flashing a gap-toothed grin. Tonight, we're proving once and for all you can't be served if you don't cooperate. Chat exploded. Fan for life. Bitch it, queen. Legal LOL. This is going to end poorly. Court records guide. Didn't a judge literally say you were served? She ignored the last one because, of course, she always did. Joining me tonight, she continued, we've got the legends, the ones they can't catch, the ones still standing. On split screen appeared Dodgy, a.k.a. the Lord of the Locked Gate Flea Market Phantom, sipping what was probably day-old coffee in his dim panic bunker. "Hey, y'all," he said, trying to sound casual but glancing nervously at his window blinds every few seconds. Then came Super Delay, a.k.a. Sir Slim's-a-Lot, leaning into his own webcam with the forced bravado of a man who'd already slammed one too many doors and was running out of hinges. "Untouchable, baby," Super Delay said, slapping his desk. "They'll never get me." The Flea cackled, dragging on her cigarette. "See? Proof. I've been saying this for years. If you don't answer, they can't do nothing. Judges can't touch you. Process servers, weak. We are the masters of our own fate." Chat rolled like wildfire. "Yes, they can win." Drama Addict 99, "Didn't you lose, though? Receipt for days. Court literally said you were served, Fleas." But she kept going. "Dodgy, tell him what you did," the Fleas demanded, puffed smoke into the mic. Dodgy grinned, his eyes darting left and right. He expected to knock mid-sentence. "Easy. I locked my gate. Didn't answer. They left. Tried to catch me at the flea market. Hat peeled out there like Vin Diesel on clearance. They'll never catch me. I'm too fast, too smart." The Fleas banged the table in delight. "Iconic, you hear that? The strategy, people's strategy." Then she turned up to Super Delay. "You, my Midwest man, tell him what you do." Super Delay smirked and leaned in. "You just deny everything. Knock at the door. Nope, wrong guy. Slammed on. They can't serve a guy who doesn't exist." Chat went feral. "Teach me, master." Silent witness. "Oh, this is rich. Legal eagle." LOL, you literally admitted this on record. And then the Fleas, feeling bold, leaned back and grinned. "See, they claim they served me. Claim. But I'm right here. Still free. If they really served me, wouldn't I be in court? Huh? They can't prove it." The chat scrolled so fast you'd think it was on fire. "Girl, our judge already ruled you were served." Drama Addict 99, "She's lying live. Receipt for days. Do we show the docket again?" She waved it off with a flick of her ash. "Haters, liars, no papers, no problems." And that's when it happened. Knock, knock, knock. Dodgy's face froze mid-smile. His head whipped towards the noise off screen. Super Delay blinked in terror like a dare and about to bolt. Even the Fleas paused mid-drag. Chat went absolutely nuclear. "OMG, you can't script this. Receipt for days. Envelope time." Dodgy stammered, "Probably the wind. Yeah, wind." But then came the voice. Calm, inevitable, professional. "Good evening. I'm here with documents for..." "No!" Dodgy screamed, slammed his webcam off so hard his feed went black instantly. Super Delay tried to keep it together. "Chad, give me a second. Just Girl Scouts, cookies, totally fine." He muted his mic, tiptoed towards the door, but they could still hear the muffled exchange. "Are you, wrong guy. You literally live right now under your name. Slam." The chat was losing its collective mind. He slammed again. He's served. On the camera, laughing my ass off. "Oh, this is the best stream ever." Meanwhile, the Fleas sat frozen, the reality creeping in. Another knock echoed through her garage. Knock, knock, knock. The Fleas stared at the camera. Oh, it's nothing, just my neighbors. Haters will say it's fake." The voice outside her garage came clear as day, like a cricket. "Ma'am, we've already served you. This is just follow-up paperwork." The chat collectively combusted. Exposed in 4K, the envelope always wins. One by one, their feeds dropped. Dodgy offline, Super Delay offline. The Fleas, she stubbed her cigarette so hard it smoked like her own denial, muttered, "Stream's over," and clicked end broadcast. The end.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.